So, just a little bit of overview of the Korason Method, KM as I call it. It's the Korason Method for authentic voice and dialogue. In this series of lessons, we'll be focusing more on the development of the authentic voice. It's the sound of the physical voice. A lot of us are one step or more removed from the voice that we were born to use. The voice is a part of the body, but it's much more than that, because through our words and our songs, we create our worlds with our voice. So it's an extremely important aspect of human being and consciousness. Sometimes we get arrested in our development when we're children, sometimes trying to please a parent, or afraid of upsetting a parent, or not getting what we need from a parent. Our voice changes and adapts to protect ourselves or try to get what we need. And 30 years later, when we're all grown up, we are still talking like a little 5-year-old child, perhaps, or very soft, or too loud. These are liabilities, especially if we use our voice in our work. The sound of the voice, if it's not natural, can be a liability in social relationships as well as professional ones. So in the Korason Method, we're going to search out, discover, and then cultivate the authentic voice, so that once we have developed a vehicle which is appropriate to who we are and what we have to say in the world, then our participation in consultations and dialogues are going to be much more effective, more impactful. On top of that, it's going to be a lot more pleasurable to use our voice. There will be an ease, a comfort, and even a joy in speaking or singing. So it's a method that develops the true sound of the voice. It's also a technique for improving self-confidence and one's impact in the world. And at the same time, it could be seen as a kind of a meditation, a form of meditation which is active as well as, as receptive, And we use the deep listening as well as conscious production of sound with the vocal apparatus. So we have universal principles that help to create a foundation for the techniques. And one of these principles is that everything is vibration. In many religions, actually, there's a reference to the creation of the universe coming from sound, where the divinity creates a kind of a sound, whether it's a call or a chant or om, and from that vibration, that resonance, precipitates the physical world, the universes, and the worlds of light and color, as well as the solar systems and time measurements. So the sound that we make also creates our world. So this principle of vibration, we all are a combination of different vibrations. Everything, the table, the chair, the painting, the plant, our physical bodies, each organ resonates to a different frequency, can be measured in hertz. So if we think of ourselves as moving through an atmosphere or an ocean of vibrations, then we're going to be pretty curious about listening and receiving the vibrations around us. So part of the Korason Method is developing a deeper faculty of listening. Just like we can see with our mind's eye when we visualize or we remember the face of our mother, for example, it's right there. Likewise, we can start to develop a mind's ear where we can hear subtle sounds and vibrations. Like the animals, for example. Some of the animals can hear much higher and deeper than human beings. So we're going to cover the breath, which is the first language, and then the ancient Indian science of the chakras, which many of you are probably familiar with. The 7 major chakras, each has a sound, a vocal sound associated with it, and various psychological attributes. So we'll be learning all those. And just to begin, let's do a little exercise with the breath. So let's breathe in together, and on the exhale, allow a sigh or a gentle sound to come out of our body. So I'll demonstrate once. And then after we've finished with the breath and the sound, we close the eyes and we go inside. We turn our attention inside. We call that mindfulness. And we study, we observe, or we witness what's happening. There's always something going on inside. Thoughts, feelings, physical sensations. So let's do it together. Breathing in. And as we breathe out, let's just relax and let go of all the tension, worries. We can imagine even toxins leaving our body. One more time, letting a little bit more sound come out this time. Breathing in.